Hello, my name is Lisa, and my final presentation for Info 220 Legal Resources is on researching adult guardianship laws, specifically the rights wards have. The relevant jurisdiction for guardianship is a state law issue. Guardianship laws vary from state to state, and in regards to guardianship and conservatorship, Black Law's free online dictionary defines that each state may have different legal rules and requirements. In this video guide, I'll focus on adult guardianship in Texas. What is guardianship? According to the Texas Guide to Adult Guardianship and the Texas Governor's Office, guardianship is the legal mechanism that allows an individual to make decisions for another person. The need for guardianship may come from a person's age, disability, or injury. Texas courts, specifically the probate court, has the authority to appoint a guardian. When defining guardianship, two legal terms appear: guardian and ward. A guardian is a court appointed individual responsible for the well being and decision making of another person. An adult ward is an incapacitated adult put under the protection of a legal guardian. To put simply, the guardian is the protector and the ward is the person being protected. So, what are good resources to use? According to Tucker and Lampson, secondary sources are often a good place for a researcher to begin. Secondary sources can provide an overview of a specific area of the law, a working vocabulary for further searching, and may provide leads to primary sources. Some secondary sources that can help users gain a basic understanding of guardianship are the Texas Guardianship Manual, the Texas Guide to Adult Guardianship, and a nutshell on elder law. Moving on, it's important to familiarize yourself with the various available resources before answering legal questions or doing legal research. I will discuss what resources researchers can use to answer the questions about the legal right wards have. Already mentioned is the Texan Guardianship Manual. This guide also discusses and summarizes the Ward's Bill of Rights, which states that wards have rights and privileges granted by the Constitution, laws of Texas, and the U.S. Another helpful guide is Change Your Guardianship Without a Lawyer. This electronic document is a guide for wards wanting to change guardianship and discusses topics such as termination of guardianship. Both these resources include statute codes, which we can further explore to answer our question. Two helpful legal resources are free web resources such as the Texas Constitution and Statutes database and a paid subscription database such as Westlaw. The Texas Constitution and Statutes website can be accessed by going to statutes.capitol.texas.gov. Users will see code, article, and an article/section on the home page. Users have two ways of looking up statute information about wards and their rights. The first way is to use the drop-down menu and select a state code. Move to the following drop-down menu, choose Chapter 1151, Rights, Powers, and Duties under Guardianship, and lastly choose Section 1151, Rights and Powers Retained by a Ward, and click Go. The second way users can access guardianship statutes is also on the home page. Click the plus symbol next to the title Texas Statutes and scroll down to the appropriate chapter and sections. Next, I'm discussing a subscription database that could help you locate useful information such as secondary sources. So we've mentioned that wards retain rights and powers, but we want to find out if legal action can be taken against the guardian. Using Westlaw is an excellent resource because users can use keywords to find relevant laws, statutes, and cases. In this example, I'll be searching the Texas jurisprudence. A jurisprudence is similar to a national legal encyclopedia. On the home page, click Secondary Sources. Then on the following page, choose Texas. Then choose Texas jurisprudence. Scroll down to guardianship and conservatorship, and lastly type your keywords. I typed against guardians and found the following section. Section 426, against guardians generally. Information Once you click on the section, you'll find information about the topic. Scrolling down will lead you to the footnotes. These footnotes can have linked cases, which could be important if you're trying to find out specific decisions that were made on that topic. In conclusion, secondary sources are great places to start looking for answers to legal questions about adult guardianship. Some resources are free to access, like the Free Legal Dictionary, online guide, and the Texas Constitution and Statutes, while others require a paid subscription, such as Westlaw. However, visiting your local law library could possibly aid you in accessing databases for free. I hope you enjoyed watching my video and found it informative.